Praise the Lord, everyone. Thank you for tuning in with Dr. Leisha, the preacher. Okay. Guys, you know what? Over the past 4 to 5 years, I've been so busy recovering, healing, getting over disappointment, heartbreak, trauma, being dumped for 10 years. It was a 10-year process, you know, from the moment that my husband made it very clear in 2011 that he didn't want me anymore. He had a void in his life that I could not feel. Our adopted son couldn't feel the void either. So I had my first suicide attempt because I realized I had given someone, this husband, 15, 16 years of my life. And he didn't care. No other way to put it. It was just a free gift. He never wanted it. He never valued it. It never meant anything to him. He probably married me to make somebody else jealous when I think about it. The person he really wanted didn't want him. She had moved on. She lived on his street a few doors down from his parents. He went to church with her. She was all up in his life, but he couldn't have her. And she was with somebody else. So I think he snatched me up real quick to make her jealous. And I chose to stay. It was a choice. So I chose to stay even when I realized that that was the case. It's like I was living a poly life from day one because the woman he really wanted was already there. She just didn't want him. So I shared space with her. The same street, the same block. You know what I mean? Same, different blocks. Same street. Same church. They had the same birthday. I had to share a lot of birthdays with her and him, So, but anyway, I realized that I went through all of that because sometimes you just can't explain it. You just can't always explain why we do what we do. I went through all that. And I have to forgive myself. I have to. And then I realized that after all that suffering, just marrying someone who didn't really want me, I was like a rebound, someone he settled for to make someone else jealous. And it didn't even work. That's the funny part. She wasn't thinking about him. her husband, she ended up getting married. Her husband was super fine. He was athletic, football, you know, athletic type, college graduate, super fine, super fine. So I realized that I've been doing a lot of healing from all that trauma. Just being, I'm in first position as far as being his first wife, but technically I was in second position. You know, legally first position, but technically second position because he really wanted her. And I just went along with it. I felt like, well, as long as he don't hurt me and my kids, we'll be all right. I was wrong. I was wrong on that part. It did end up hurting my kids and I. It hurted us. But I was so busy these past 4 to 5 years recovering, rebuilding my life, getting past the pain, disappointment, and hurt. And I'm not all the way there yet. I am not all the way 100%. Very, very close, but not there. As I continue to share these crazy stories, hey, why not? Love covers a multitude of sin. But when the love is gone, I'm going to talk about the sin. Talk about it. I'm talking about it. Mine, his, ours together. I'm talking about it. 25 years of my life. I don't have much else to talk about. He didn't leave a whole lot to talk about. So, but I realize, I haven't even made the full point yet, guys. I realize I've been so busy surviving, so busy recovering, I forgot the extent that I'm free. I forgot the extent that I have liberty. I forgot the extent that I can obey Most High all by myself. I don't have to go to, through nobody else at all. Okay, after 32 years of marriage, I have to sleep alone in my bed at night. Well, I got 32 good years in, okay, of sleeping with a man and having sex. I made sure when I was married, I had a lot of sex. I made sure. And then that second time I got married, the first several months, the first like 3 to 6 months, every time we touch each other, it would be 3 hours later before we were done. And quite a few times, that would happen like 3 times a day. So that's like 3, 6, 9 hours of sex a day. I made sure I got some good sex in, because I have a hard time having sex outside of marriage. And to me, marriage is not limited to the legal aspect only. It's not limited to legal. I can be married to people in many other ways than just legal stuff, okay? But I have to feel married to you. I have to feel that Most High connected you and I together in order for me to enjoy sex with anybody. That's just how I'm made. I can't explain it. It is what it is. So when I do get a sexual partner, I'll wear them wheels off. That's just how I am. I'd probably be leaving that stick broke. That's my goal, right? Leave it broke. Don't leave much for the next person. So anyway. But yeah, I'm like, oh my God. I can basically do whatever I want now. I don't have to discuss it with nobody, ask nobody, you know. I don't have to do the wife stuff no more, you know. I don't. I put in 32 hardcore years. All of those years was being cheated on. All those years was being cheated on. I've never been the only one, ever. You know, so I've lived a whole life of dating and, like I said, married for 32 years and have never had anyone really value me, or not cheat on me, or not leave me for another woman or something. You know, I don't know what life is otherwise. I take my non-hat off to the women who feel and believe that they've been with a man or more that actually loved them and didn't cheat on them. I take my hat off to you. I've never met one. I've never met one in my life. In my entire life, I've never met anyone that claimed that they have not been cheated on. Not one woman in my entire life. So I don't know where these stories of all this loyalty and fidelity come from. I've never encountered one. Ever. 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 I'm just saying. And I've met a lot of people in my day. Hundreds and thousands of people. And I have yet to meet a woman who claimed her husband was faithful. Didn't cheat. And I've been to church, a lot of churches. Yeah, that's just reality. So on this channel, I will continue to talk about stuff that is real. And I believe that most men have multiple women. Most men do. I have yet to meet one that doesn't. I have yet to meet one that hasn't cheated, that didn't get divorced or was in a divorce situation because of cheating or whatever. I'm just saying. So on this channel, I teach honesty about it. Let's be honest about it. Um, I teach, um, being open, honest, plan these relationships, who get what,